welcome to this, and as the title says, this is my review for Ring of Honor's Respect is Earned 2, which just debuted tonight on pay-per-view. Just got done watching it, and I'm doing the review of it. So let's get started. Production values, as is always the case with Ring of Honor, were they were better than the last pay-per-view. They still weren't great, however. They added a new thing where they were like showing everyone's major moves, which I didn't think worked. I didn't think that graphic worked at all. I think the graphic they used before, kind of what guys were after, their current storylines, that sort of thing. I think that worked better than the graphic they use now. You definitely see them keep trying to do new things, trying to find something that works for them. The graphics still weren't very good. Production values are still at best, I would say. But you're not going to watch Ring of Honor, I don't think, for production values per se, as much as in-ring action. And they delivered in a major way, I felt. They then went to a. We started the night off with an intro, which had being that this would be the 1-year anniversary, so to speak, of Ring of Honor being on pay-per-view. They kind of did a best of the last year, and so we had that. We came right from that to Kevin Steen and Generico versus Jigsaw Ruckus. It was a good match. A lot of action. Jigsaw was able to go out there and do what he can do and actually show that he is actually a very good wrestler. Steen and Generico, of course, good, excellent guys in the ring. Ruckus was able to do his stuff very well. This just worked. It was a good opener, good match, solid 3-star match. Then we had Davey Richards versus Claudio Castagnoli. This was another pretty good match, I would say. It dragged a few points, but had a lot of good spots. Claudio, the WWE, in my opinion, completely missed the boat on Claudio. I still, to this day, do not understand why they didn't keep him. Davey Richards was actually able to act more, show a little bit more emotion, a little bit more character than he usually does, which was nice to see. This was, like I said, pretty good match, 2 3/4. Lots of good stuff. Definitely, probably the worst match of the night, and that's saying something, to be honest. Next we had Sweet and Sour Inc. of Chris Hero, Adam Pearce, and Eddie Edwards versus Brent, Albright, Delirious, and Pelle Primieau. And Brent, Albright, in my opinion, cut an excellent promo. Another guy of why I'm like, why is this guy? Why did the WWE let this guy go? The whole story was Brent Albright wanted revenge on Sweet and Sour Inc. He talked about Adam Pearce and how him and Adam Pearce were part of the Hangman 3, and how he was mad at Adam Pearce for basically selling the Hangman 3 to Larry Sweeney. They were brothers, all of this sort of stuff. It was a really good promo, and that Larry Sweeney had amassed this team, and that Brent Albright was going to go to war, so he went out and he got some guys to go to war with. Delirious, Pelle Primieau, Daisy Hayes as well. So this was what it was. Another good match in my opinion. Told a pretty good story. This was classic old school tag team wrestling. It really was, where Albright didn't get in the match, and the fans just wanted him in the match so he could kill some people. TNA, I know people hate it when I say this, when I talk about TNA on ROH videos, but TNA, watch and learn. This is how you do it. This was very good, and I liked it a lot. It was what it was. 3-star match. A big thing that a lot of people were waiting for this video, or this match in particular, in my opinion, was the after thing where Brent Albright basically unveiled the NWA Championship. Pretty good little promo cut by Larry Sweeney, kind of explaining why Ring of Honor would in fact want to put the NWA Championship and have it defended on Ring of Honor shows. So that worked in my opinion. Next we had Roderick Strong versus Erick Stevens in a fight without honor. Wow, this was good stuff. They just beat the living tar out of each other, and it was good. It was awesome. There was an awesome table spot. There's a couple of awesome ladder spots. They chopped the hell out of each other. It was good. If you like stiff, just guys beating the crap out of each other, you're going to love this match. I loved it. 4 1/4. Not quite a match of the year contender, but still awesome, awesome stuff in my opinion. Continues their feud a little bit longer. They're definitely having the feud of the year in my opinion. If you've not checked out their stuff, I would recommend finding their stuff and checking it out, because they just literally match after match after match are putting on really good matches, and this has been going on for over 6 months now. And to be honest, I don't think anybody's tired of it, because the matches are just so good. So there we go with that. Next we had Nigel McGuinness versus Go Shiozaki for the Ring of Honor Championship. I have a slight problem with this, because I do feel that the championship, the champion should always, the world champion should always headline the show. Should be the last show, even in Ring of Honor, where they do try to keep the tag team championship belts and the regular belts, sort of where they should be, even, I guess. So, there's always that. But that said, this was a good match, a very good match in my opinion. 3 3/4, just not quite a great match, but still entertaining, lots of fun. I was definitely into it. Go was able to, this was very much what you would expect them to wrestle in Noah. It was very much a Noah type match. A lot of fun. The fans were kind of into it. The fans were definitely into Nigel in an, kind of an anti-way. They definitely were booing and just wanted Go to beat Nigel, which really was kind of cool. And again, just a really good match. And then we had Tyler Black versus Jimmy Jacobs, or Tyler Black and Jimmy Jacobs versus Bryan Danielson and Austin Aries. Good storytelling, good match. Overall, just great stuff. A solid 4-star match in my opinion. Really just went out there, did what they needed to do. Austin Aries and Jimmy Jacobs went out. They knocked each other with chairs. They were going to stop the match, and they continued the match. Bryan Danielson and Tyler Black had a good little mix, which will lead farther down into the road, particularly tomorrow, where I'm doing this video, and then tomorrow they're going to be in the Manhattan Center in a 4-way, so that works. And pretty much reminds you that Tyler Black and Bryan Danielson are all on the same level. Really good stuff. Great match. Lots of really good spots. Good hard-hitting action. Austin Aries just wanted to kill Jimmy Jacobs. Jimmy Jacobs just wanted to kill Austin Aries. They kept that, throughout the match, so that worked really well. After the match, Nigel came out, kind of redeemed this, in my opinion, because he came out and basically said, I'm still the world champion. None of you can beat me. I should be headlining the show, that sort of thing, which was good, particularly since I felt like he should have been highlighting the show anyways, because he is, the world champion. Overall, this was a great pay-per-view for 2 hours. 10 to $15. Anybody who just wants to see good wrestling should definitely check this out. It probably deserves a little higher, but a lot of the production stuff did kind of get to me, and so I'm gonna knock it for that, and also the fact that I don't like the tag team champions unless there's a good reason, and there wasn't a good reason to headlining the show over the world champions. So other than that, everything was great, and I'll give it let's see, I'll give it a 9.0. We'll go with that. We'll go with a 9.0. This was an amazingly good pay-per-view in my opinion. Definitely recommend checking it out. And I'll check you later. Be good.